Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going back into the Lowe's website and checking out some of the tool deals that they have. First, we're going to go over some of the power tools and accessories, and then we'll go over some hand tools as well. So let me know your guys' thoughts on some of these. I'm going to kind of do my best to explain my thoughts on them, and I really hope you guys enjoy. If you guys do, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for future videos. First up, we're looking at this Dewalt 2-pack. It is the two 5 amp hour batteries with a charger. Now they've redesigned or designed a new look for the batteries, which basically all they've done here, as you can see, is remove the XR from the side and just left it blank. Not sure why, not a big deal, but it is the same batteries. But here you can see it has a savings of $20 from $320 down to $300. This is not a great deal. It's not a bad deal. It's not anything what it looks like, because if you ever come across this without the additional gift, don't ever buy this. These two batteries and a charger are never worth anywhere around $300. You can always pick up these two 5 amp hour batteries and a charger for about 150 bucks. Here you can even find them on Amazon for $130 just right now, typically a price of $138. So obviously you see that's over double the price. And even one of Lowe's, most common deals is basically buy this battery set and you get a free tool. Even at that wouldn't be a good deal, because at $300, that's over double the price of what the batteries originally sell for. You're still looking at, basically, if you bought a $150 tool and this battery set, you're still under $300. So $300 just for the battery set. It's kind of them making it look better than it really is. So with this deal, you're getting 2 free gifts with the purchase of this battery set. But instead of this battery set being its typical $130, it's $300. So it covers one of the free tools basically. And then you get to pick another tool for free. So if you just go over here, you can go through all of the items: the circular saw, angle grinder, jigsaw, oscillating tool, impact, 3-inch cutoff tool, drill, lots of different options. Basically, with it being at $300, you're paying for one of the first free gifts that it says, but really you're getting one free gift. This is kind of nice in a way. So like normally you may see something like this, like it's a drill and 2 battery combo, get a free gift with it. This way it kind of allows you, maybe you didn't want the drill, this allows you to pick kind of the tool that you wanted with the batteries and then a free one with it. It's just kind of weird how they've set this up, because anybody that's done any research would realize that paying $300 for these 2 batteries is not a good deal. And even with one free gift, it's not a good deal. You're paying for one of the free gifts and then you're getting one free. So just sometimes they're tricky like that. But a lot of the times you do get a good deal on those, buy one, get one. And then here they have the Cobalt ones at $150 for the 2 batteries, 2 4 amp hour batteries, a charger, and then you just get the one free gift of your choice. So this one's also an okay deal. I think $150 is a little much for these 2 batteries, especially when you can get 2 5 amp hour Dewalt batteries for even cheaper than that. But still, if Cobalt's the one that finding these deals, which are pretty common throughout the year, these buy a set of batteries, get a tool for free, or buy a tool, get batteries for free, is always handy if you want to pick up something that you really didn't want to spend the money on, but you've really wanted. I've done that a couple times and I'm glad I did, because the tools that I got for free turned out to be a great little addition to my lineup. Here they have the Bosch 18-volt variable speed brushless cordless reciprocating saw at $160 with a free gift with the purchase as well. Here's the oscillating tool that I just picked up, and I did pay this price of $170, but it did include 2 of the power stack batteries with it for free. And I've wanted to try out the power stack batteries for I don't know how long, basically since they came out. I just didn't want to spend the money at the time because I had plenty of other batteries. So I picked this up, grabbed the 2 additional power stack batteries, and they've so far been great. I like their lightweight, their small design, and the charge seems to be good. So I'm extremely happy with it. And this oscillating multi-tool is absolutely fantastic. Here they have the Metabo HPT 16 gauge pneumatic finish nailer. My father actually just picked me up the 3-piece set of their, I think it was a brad nailer, finish nailer, and one of the other stapler, I believe. It was a 3-piece set, and really nice little combo set, but this one's at $100 down from $170. Here they have the Dewalt Extreme. I don't have any experience with these. I know I watched some videos on them a while back when they first came out. This is the one with the multiple head design, so you get a bunch of different attachments with it for $150 down from a list price of $200. Here Dewalt's done the same thing, $200 for these 4 amp hour batteries, and then you get a free gift with it. This one is just one, unlike the other one that we went over, which was 2 with the 5 amp hour batteries. Here they have the Cobalt impact driver. This is going to include one of the 2 amp hour batteries, a charger, and a bag for $150, but then you get one free gift with it. So you can see just a few of the options available there. I have a couple of Kobalt 24 volt tools, and while Dewalt and Milwaukee are my go-tos, I got some Kobalt stuff extremely cheap, and honestly I haven't used them nearly as much as my other 2 brands, but what I have used of them, they've been just fine. I haven't had any issues or anything like that. They do have sales going on a lot of their little giant ladders, so this is just one of them, but they do have many others. Here's another one, as you can see, $100 down from $110. Here they have the Flex, which is the single battery and charger for $200. I think this is the 3.5 amp hour battery. And then what they have as far as free gifts, actually have a pretty decent selection over here. Klein becoming more and more into Lowe's. I'm seeing more Klein products every time I go in. If you guys follow the channel, you guys might know that I recently picked up a lot of the mod box stuff, and I'll have a video coming here soon on that, kind of sharing my thoughts with you guys of those items that I picked up. Craftsman stuff, honestly, I usually stay away from a lot of the Craftsman stuff. I don't have any experience with their power tools. I think a lot of the Craftsman stuff is overpriced for what it is, but sometimes when they're on sale, I do think that you can get a good deal. Here's the 5 amp hour. They put the XR on the power stack batteries. Maybe that's what they're going for now. They're just going to use the XR on the power stacks. I'm not sure, but $229 for those. I think the smaller power stack batteries I got, even though I got them free, I think their price on them was $150 or $160. Here they got the exact same thing as what we were looking at earlier. Maybe the older battery design. I'm not sure, but they include a bag with this one, and you still get your free 2 gifts, technically 1, but you get the idea on that. Getting into some hand tools, they have a lot of the little Craftsman sets. This one honestly isn't too bad, 300-piece set. It's primarily all sockets, and then you have some bit sockets, which is nice because honestly, Craftsman, Cobalt, these guys love these big number tool sets that are filled with 200 bits for your screwdriver just to bump the numbers up, and then you end up with a toolkit of basically useless stuff. But this one is pretty nice for the price. Basically 300 pieces for $250, down from a list price of $335, and they have multiple different sets. Here's a Cobalt one. This is a 320 piece set at $90, down from $150, and this one includes 122 bits. The socket selection isn't terrible for this one. Sometimes they don't really make sense. If you look up there, like the deep wells, for the 1/2-inch drive, you get like 3 of each, 3 metric and 3 SA. Like, it's extremely weird whoever's thought process was behind building some of these sets, and then they literally throw in 4 wrenches for SAE and 4 for, it's a joke. Honestly, as far as like buying one of these sets, you're gonna need a wrench, and then you have a handful of wrenches to select from. Here's another bigger set. This is a 440 piece set. Sounds fantastic for $140, down from $200, but it includes 175. Is a bit set. There you can see there's something like 15 rows of those bits. Oh, there you can see it a little bit better. 15 of these little bit rails. You get a decent little socket selection, but then you got Allen keys, you got a bunch of miniature and micro wrenches, poor selection there, and then primarily bits. And then we have some of the Craftsman V-Series items, which I do like their designs. I think a lot of them are overpriced. I think with the V-Series, I really wished they would have gotten some USA-made products and kind of expanded into that with the V-Series over just the standard Craftsman stuff. That I think a lot of people were looking forward to, and they kind of missed it on that. I do think they're good tools. I think they're slightly overpriced for what they are, though. So here's a 3/8 drive. It says comfort grip handle. It's just the standard grip handle, flex head ratchet, and it is going to run $50 down from $60, which honestly for this isn't terrible. It's right around the pricing of some of the others in its quality range. I'm very selective when it comes to my tools, and a lot of the V-Series stuff is overpriced for what it is. I don't think this one's terribly priced. I think it's pretty decent there at the $50. Many others in the same quality range that runs right around this price. 3.75 degree arc swing, but like $70 for this 12-piece bit socket set, you're out of your mind. This wrench set isn't terrible. It is $200, but it is a 93-piece, but it's including a lot of micro wrenches, stubby wrenches, and Cobalt wrenches aren't terrible. I've owned a couple sets in the past. I've thrown them in work vehicles and to-go bags, but the sets I bought were, like a 30-piece set for $20. And it just skips some sizes. This one may be a little bit better. It probably includes a little bit better lineup, but it is at $200 down from $400. So, I mean, it is a pretty decent sized set at 93 pieces. Here they have the Craftsman V-Series 7-piece long pattern flexible head ratcheting wrench, and at $129 down from $180. I don't think $180 is worth it at all. There are plenty of other well-known brands out there for these long pattern flex head wrenches for about this price that the Craftsman is at on sale. So I think $130 is fair for this product. But one thing I did notice when looking at these is something that I didn't notice before, or I forgot about, was the solid end, which I actually like this design. I have the Gear Wrench 120 XP that is this same design, where it's a fixed head on one end and a ratcheting on the other, where my other sets, I have an Easy Red set, a Matco set, and a Tecton, and it's nice. Also, they're ratcheting on both sides, different size on both ends. The thing that I like about this design is when I'm working with a stubborn fastener, I love that it's a long pattern, or extra long, so I can use that fixed head to really break loose that fastener and then go in and zip it out with the ratcheting portion. I did think it was kind of weird that it's 6-point on the fixed end and then a 12-point on the ratcheting end. I know a lot of people out there are looking for 6-point wrenches. There's not that many of them left out there. Some manufacturers have kind of stopped and gone away from them. So this is a 6-point on one side, and then it is nice that it's 12-point on the other for getting on those fasteners down in tight areas where you might not be able to get that 6-point on there at the angle that you may be fighting. So I thought that was kind of a weird design choice with the 6 and 12, but hey, if that's what you're looking for, here it is. And this is going to have the 72 tooth mechanism. Here's a Kobalt socket set. This is going to be 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch drive. $200 down for $350. It's a 211 piece set. Nice, no filler stuff. A decent selection of sockets. Here they have the 1/2 inch drive. Looks like when it comes to a 1/2 inch drive ratchet, I don't like smaller ones like this, or standard length. If I'm using a 1/2 inch ratchet, normally I want some length to it. I don't think the price is bad for this at $33 down from $55. But once again, this isn't something I would consider, just because I have a couple of standard length 1/2 inch drive ratchets and I just don't use them. I'm going to use a longer 1/2 inch drive ratchet. Otherwise, I'm just getting my impact or a different tool on it, something with some leverage. Here they do have their comfort grips at $50 for the 2-piece set. This is going to be a 3/8 drive and a 1/2 inch drive. Once again, that 96 tooth at $50 down from $90. I'm okay with a lot of the Craftsman V series stuff when it's on sale, but I don't think it's hardly any of them are worth it at their full price. And then Vevor, I'm not seeing them in stores. Vevor has become really big on Amazon and I think TikTok and all of these other platforms. And within the last year or so, I've seen Vevor kind of pushing more and more on the Lowe's website. I don't know if that's something that they plan on putting more of their products in the actual store or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, when it comes to Cobalt and Craftsman socket sets, it's almost always better to just get like a socket set like this where it's strictly sockets, then go spend your $30 to $50 on a ratchet or two, or $100 on some good quality ratchets, and then get yourself a dedicated wrench set. Unless you're somebody that uses those bits all the time, those combo socket sets are just kind of so full of miscellaneous stuff that if you really want to get your money's worth on a variety of tools that you're going to use, buying dedicated sets is a much better route to go. And then like the further I go into the list, it's just more and more Vevor stuff. So that is it as far as some of the power tool deals as well as hand tool deals. Some good stuff for Dewalt and Kobalt. Didn't really look too much at the Craftsman stuff as far as power tools. And then as far as hand tools, a lot of the V series stuff, and then some of the Kobalt socket sets. Other than that, not a whole lot going on right now, but please let me know your guys' thoughts on these. If you guys have picked up any of the sets that we did go over today, please let me know your guys' thoughts on them down in the comments. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.